Welcome back to GMA, live from Times Square.
All right, welcome back to GMA, everybody. And we have a great audience here, but they have to kind of be a little quiet because Jack Hanna is here and he has animals. Oh. And yes, we got to be.
So we're not going to rile up the animals.
But who loves Bon Jovi? All right, we got a big surprise for you, okay? That's coming up. We have a big surprise for you. But George, what did you bring to the table?
What I brought to the table today is a couple questions for everyone. How many of you were brought up to use proper grammar and punctuation?
Well, I was, George.
My mom's an English teacher.
See, there we go.
Yes.
Mom's English. How many of you actually use proper grammar and punctuation when you text?
Nope.
You do?
You do?
And you are like, hello, period. Yes. How are you today?
I love how she said that. I'm from Boston, so of course I do. Boston.
So no LOLs for you?
No LOLs.
Okay.
Well, it turns out, and I hate to tell you this, but that may be taken as a sign of rudeness by people. It's based on this experiment right here. A guy named Christopher Rosa from Glamour magazine decided he was going to go through a week of using only proper punctuation. There he is right there. Full sentences, punctuation, capitalizations, periods at the end of sentences. He only lasted 4 days.
No emojis, George?
No emojis. You just you do it everything properly, and his friends took it as standoffish and a little bit rude.
I
That
think
makes sense.
Texting can be risky all the time because of that, because you cannot hear the tone in which somebody is writing. And then add to that, if you're more formal, we're not used to it anymore.
No, we're not at all. In fact, the use of the period especially, there have been other studies as well, other stories, is seen as too abrupt.
How dare you?
And the
period.
Like, I'm an exclamation point person.
I am too. I use a lot
put
of
like
them.
5
Yeah,
on
it's
the
easy
end
to do the exclamation points or the 3 dots.
But that's not proper
3 dots.
grammar,
Yeah.
so he wasn't allowed to do that. So he would be like, I'm very excited for the party.
And the emojis
period.
help deal with the tonal problem. Because when you don't know what people, you said the tone, the emojis, like a smiley face, you can say anything.
Yes, I'm not
I
being
just did
mean
that
right
to my
now.
daughter this morning. I said, you have a lot of homework to do, and then I did a couple smiley faces.
You can get away with a lot with the
See, that's sarcasm. See, that's
No, I
sarcasm.
think it was okay.
But the
Still
thing
love
is,
you.
but his friends thought that he was mad.
Yeah.
Or they thought they offended him, and then some of them even said, "Are you all right?
Are you all right?"
Everything okay?"
Yeah.
I love an LOL. I love a heart.
I like the blow kiss. That's what I do. Yeah.
Show me that one more time.
But I don't want to discourage my children or any of us from using proper grammar. I mean,
We just did.
I
Yeah.
know.
All right. Oh, well. Speaking of kids.
TTLY.
What do you have?
So this is pretty interesting.
YL.
A bride-to-be has made the ultimate declaration for her wedding. She says, "No, your kids cannot come to my wedding." Megan Green is writing this in Redbook magazine. She says, when she and her fiance say "I do," there won't be any kids present. It's not sitting well with some of her friends and family, but you know, she's having a very elegant New York City wedding, and she's noticed at other receptions, parents can't let loose when their kids are there. And I have to make a full disclosure here. I had a New York City wedding, and I said the same thing. And I had parents at the end of the night say, "Thank you for making me not bring my kids, because I could have fun." I mean, you know, because at first people do get upset.
What did her friends think?
Well, it's to come. I think her wedding is still to come, and she's just saying that some people are upset with her. What do you guys think about it?
We had a nighttime wedding, so it was all adults. We had a great time, but I could see, daytime out in.
I think my niece just got married, and we had a lot of conversations about this. I also think it's financial. I think weddings are very, very expensive, and you have to consider that. And I think ultimately, whatever the bride's family, the bride and groom's families decide, you have to honor. I mean,
You
it's
can have an
their
extra
day.
family party that includes kids.
It's
too.
true. It's
But
true.
I'm also a believer that it's your wedding. You do what you want.
Exactly.
So if you don't want other people's kids or your own kids, then I'm sorry. Mommy and Daddy will see you later. Your wedding.
It's a lot more fun without them, I'm just saying. We actually have a couple who just got engaged yesterday.
Where are they?
They are right here in Central Park. So I want to ask you, kids or no kids? And congratulations, by the way.
Nice ring, too.
Yeah, I can see that ring from here.
So are you going to have any kids at the wedding?
Babies, no. Kids, yes.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to split the difference there.
You know what we did? We brought, like, Duff and Kate came to the wedding. They love their cousin, Kathleen. They came to the wedding, and they even stayed they wanted to see what their tent looked like. And then they left. And that way they got to
So
celebrate.
they're there for the ceremony, but not
Yes.
the party.
That's what,
Okay,
that's what
not
we
bad.
did with our
Yeah.
kids, too. They were at the ceremony,
that's
but then
a
I was
great
like, bye-bye, bye-bye.
But they got enough of it to feel like they were a part of it.
But there are people who come from out of town and have to, I mean, I understand, but at the end of the day, it is that couple's day, and it is expensive. So,
at the head count is the head count. They don't say, "Oh, kids are half price."
Yes, they don't.
And congratulations to you two.
Congrats.
And good luck. Congrats and good luck to you. And are you guys ready for some cuteness?
Yes, please.
Okay, here we go. Check out the newest addition to the Lehigh Valley Zoo, which is right outside of Allentown, Pennsylvania. That's a baby African penguin. Look at those little babies. Now, they were just introduced. They're 3 weeks old. The zoo doesn't even know their gender yet.
How long until they find out what they are?
Well, they can't go in for a few. I don't know that. That's why Jack Hanna is here.
Larry's just messing with you with your follow-up question.
Well, Jack Hanna would know that. I'm deferring to him.
Well, I agree. We'll have to ask.
But they can't enter the exhibit for a few more months, and they are even thinking about doing a naming contest because they don't have names yet. So a lot of things with these little baby penguins. And we have Jack Hanna here coming out right now.
But
we also have
we did?
Yes, with penguins. We see a sloth. I actually see snow leopards. We're going to ask you guys to do a very, very quiet clap for Jack because he's holding snow leopards that might scratch or worse if they get startled. So let's have a lovely, quiet, warm welcome for our friend Jack Hanna. Hi, Jack. Am I allowed to hold?
I know who's holding what. I'm supposed to give this to this.
Come on, sit down. We always love when you're here. I know you have a new book, and more importantly, you have new beautiful species. Hi. Hey, girl. Hi, Suze.
How you doing?
Hey. So, Jack, what can you tell us about these beautiful babies?
These are African leopards. We've never had one on.
This is a first?
Yeah, they may start crying. They're not hungry. They're mothers, not because they do this. A lot of times these cats on their first birth, especially cheetahs, will consume their babies. Our mountain lion in the wild will consume the babies in 30 seconds. So you got to be very careful in the zoo world. With this animal, the most endangered cat in Africa until last summer. Then they switched the cheetah to it. So the leopard's doing pretty good now.
Oh, okay.
So soft.
But now the cheetah's in danger.
Yeah. Endangered, but they're going to do all right. But this cat's called the cat that hunts in silence. That cat can walk right in front of us here in the bushes. You would never know it's there.
How big will he get?
This cats will get to be probably, I would say, 150, not large cats, 200. And they can take I've seen them take like impala, bigger animals than they are. I've seen them take 400-pound animals, and when they get this big, they weigh maybe 100, 125. They pull them up there like a marshmallow.
Up a tree?
Wow.
Yeah, that's where they consume it, because if not, lions, hyenas would come in and harm them trying to get their food.
Right.
But the leopard's a unique animal, everybody. To see one in the wild, especially, I'll leave in a few weeks to go to Tanzania and film the Serengeti Plains, and I'm hoping we see them because it's not an easy animal to find at nighttime.
Right.
So I suggest you go to Africa, don't hike around nighttime in the Serengeti Plains.
Thank you. You're always
Unless you weigh as much as he does, he can't get up the tree.
Hey, you said it would haul an impala that weighs 400 pounds. I don't weigh 400 pounds. I would go up the tree too.
You're right, I forgot about that.
I've gone on safari. I had a chance to see the leopard.
It's amazing, isn't it?
It is absolutely, yes, it is absolutely
They're a nocturnal animal. They're a beautiful creature, everybody.
Well, so we're lucky to be seeing
This
them.
one's
Jack,
kind of
what else?
calm.
Yeah, yours
And you
he's
know
doing
what?
well with you. With me, I don't know what happens.
While we swap out the cats, Jack, can you tell us about your book, Jack Hanna's Big Book of How?
Yeah. Well, we did the book of why first, then the book of true, then the book of how, because when you're little or younger, no, don't put him up there.
Yes.
He's a little younger, everybody, you're always asking, well, how does a fish stay underwater? Or how does this do that? Or why does the whale blow air? So I did 3 books. Is it true? And the point is, everybody, don't ask me any questions in that book, because I can't know every question there is.
But Jack, you know so much, and what I'd like to know is, what is this little fella, and why is he going to town on a deviled egg?
Well, this is Quadamuni, everybody. It's the raccoon version in South America. This little creature here is incredible. I filmed there about 20 years ago. I've been there just 3 years ago. But the point is, they get out, everybody, and they got in my tent. They got my underwear, they got my clothes, and put them in a tree.
Oh, they take everything.
Yeah, so not that I'm upset with these kind of animals, but these animals are so bright, everyone, they'll get in your tent. I don't care if they even put the zipper up.
They're mischievous.
Now, what a diet there. Eggs and cranberries?
Yeah, they told me not to bring these because they make a mess. I'm sorry, George, they made a mess. But they'll eat anything. You know what a raccoon does.
Even
I want to meet the mic. And now, what is Lara holding?
my new best friend.
Now, this is a tamandua, lesser anteater.
Come here, little
This
buddy.
animal lives in trees.
Check
The
this
giant
out.
anteater is huge. See this big old table
The
here?
coloring on that animal
Not many
is
people get to see this. Look at the tongue. They can show it. Look at this, everybody. You see this on TV?
Oh, wow.
You will not believe this. This tongue, everyone, this tongue can go out.
Oh, he's licking me.
This tongue is 12 inches long. Are you listening?
Oh,
Lara.
my.
Lara.
Oh, he's licking me.
No. But in all seriousness, everyone, that's how they get, the anteater, the ants, little insects. That tongue is very vital for them. But watch out. You don't have any honey in your pocket or something, do you?
I'm going to do a lot of saving today. We're going to wrap this up. Jack Hanna's Big Book of How is available right now. You can see his show Into the Wild on Saturday mornings.